I work in creative costuming at Walt Disney World. I'm a 40-year cast member, and I actually started working at Walt Disney World on opening day in this facility, Tomorrowland Terrace.
I still think of it as a
I
Tomorrowland
do too.
Terrace.
I have a hard time saying anything other than Tomorrowland Terrace. Of course, I'm really happy they've changed their costumes and don't have the Coca-Cola hats anymore.
Now, were you here opening day?
I was here on opening day, and I remember they told us we needed to come in really, really early in the morning. So I think I got here between 4:30 or 5 in the morning to beat the rush. And then we waited and we waited. They let us go out on the patio outside and watch the ceremonies, which that was great to see the balloons go up and to hear the excitement that was there. And then after that, guests came over and actually started ordering food, which was frightening for us to actually do it for real. We had practiced so many times.
And you saw Royal Disney?
Actually saw him from afar. I never really got up close with him, but I have met his son, and he's such a lovely person and really carries on the tradition and has the stories to tell about the family.
What was the most exciting thing for you about opening day in the Magic Kingdom?
You know, I don't know that opening day was as exciting as the first time I stepped out of the castle and stepped into the breezeway, and it was in the evening, and twinkle lights were on the trees and the lights on Main Street, and I thought, I'm part of something pretty exciting, and that was the reality for me about working at Walt Disney World.
And now you've been here 40 years.
40 years, and it's still exciting. My team gets to work on all of the new designs for princesses and shows and parades. So we build all of the entertainment costumes that go out in all of the parks and the resorts. So I get to stay connected to the magic and do it just in a little bit different way.
So you would have worked on like a Tiana Showboat Jubilee?
Oh, and we did the show over in Liberty Square. That was so much fun.
Amazing.
And do the little, the New Orleans style costumes. It's fun because we get to be creative, and that's really exciting. And spend somebody else's money.
Are you working on any costumes for the new Fantasyland?
We're really looking at all the princess costumes to decide if the princesses stay the current looks or if they have a special look in their new land. So that's yet to be determined.
It would be interesting to have new costumes for a new land.
There might be something just a little bit different. We're not sure yet.
Very exciting.
Is there anything else about the last 40 years that?
The last 40
Quick,
years.
easy question for you.
40 years by year. The thing that stands out is really the family. I met my husband here. My son is a child of Disney. He worked here for a while as well. And it's just the friends and the camaraderie. And when I met this morning up in the holding room before we came to see you, it was talking to all the people that I've worked with for 40 years and the things that we remember. That when we imprinted the ducks on Donald for the Donald Duck Parade.
We were talking to Charlie about that.
And so, it was my team that would take Donald over there every day and feed the ducks and then come back over. So it's all intertwined, and that's really a neat thing.
That was actually a very interesting story about the ducks. Can you tell us just a little bit more about it? We know the story as far as opening day.
They told us that yes, the baby ducks would imprint on whoever they spent time around and who they saw. So we would take Donald over there every day for about 9 months, and he would feed them, and then we'd get him to follow him, so that when we actually did the parade at Main Street, that the little ducks would follow Donald. That was pretty neat. It was like, oh, it finally worked.